So the satanic word, because I can't utter it, even though I'm a Romanian, American culture too strong, I would like to point out that we don't have any similar word in Romanian language where you're not allowed to utter it regardless of the context. Because I guess that's the problem, right? Like, there is no context in which this word should be uttered, which makes rap music the most dangerous music on the face of the earth, because it does use the word, and if you like the music and you repeat the lyrics, you can get fired. Like, it's dangerous. You can lose your job. Unironically, can you name me any other music that does that, where you can say the lyrics? There was a girl in UK which got in trouble with the cops because a friend of her died, and she put it up some lyrics on her social media which her friend liked, and she got a visit from the police because she was being offensive. So, yes, it has gotten to a point that the mention of the word causes a level of gravitas and dread, which is very interesting because when I grew up with Hollywood movies and American culture here in Romania, there were many movies that used the word. It depended on the context. But now, you're not allowed to use it at all, under any circumstance. And this wasn't the case with 2016 internet. Like, you could use it, but it depended on the context, right? So, like, using it against another person as a slur, definitely not. But if it was a video game, a movie, fiction, a rap lyric, or something like that, that was permissible. But anyway, apparently after Elon Musk purchased Twitter, there was an increase in the word by 500%. And this got LeBron James to be very concerned. It's scary as fuck. From what I could tell, he wasn't very scared when people were using it against Clarence Thomas from the Supreme Court. And there were even blue check marks and progressive activism throwing the word as a slur. And I was trying, like, really hard, you know. I thought that maybe my hearing doesn't work, and I was trying to see if LeBron James is going to say anything. Not really. I tried listening when people were actually using it as a slur against Kanye West. And yet again, LeBron James, like, it was a deafening silence. But now he's upset. Okay, so let's tackle this issue. I have been on Twitter for the last couple of days, and I have looked to see who uses it, under what circumstance, what is the context. And I've seen a lot of leftists, unironically, who would go around and they would say, oh, Elon Musk wants free speech? Well, take the N-word then. Like, how'd you like it now, Elon? No, so I can say it. And they would say it, right? Is that really something that's under the scary as fuck category? I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because Elon Musk said that you will still not be able to use the word. Why? Because it's of extreme vulgarity, not fit for places where you want to conduct business. And Elon Musk still wants to have people to do business with. So it makes absolute sense that he is still going to ban the word. I mean, he was open about it. It's like any leftist that goes around and says, oh, so now I can say it, is going to get banned. I have seen many accounts suspended for using the word. With that out of the way, there is more freedom for comedy. I have seen edgy memes and spicy things that would get you banned on Twitter last week, but now they're overflowing. I believe Ian Miles Chung, like, he had a thread where he said, like, drop your spiciest memes, and there were a lot of memes against, like, the establishment, if you will, and they were allowed to exist. So, yeah, in conclusion, I do think that the reason people are saying the word is to be edgy and to be fun. It's like, oh, finally I get to say it. Yak, yak, yak. Kind of like a child which grows up in a religious household and is told he's not allowed to say fuck. But then when finally he gets out of the house and he spends some time playing with other kids, he starts cursing and he's getting a potty mouth because his parents aren't there. It's kind of literally the same thing. Like, you, at no point did Twitter do a good job at convincing people that they're not supposed to say it, right? Like, what Twitter did is, like, if you say it, you get banned. But they didn't try to rationalize into people's mind why it's a bad idea or a bad thing. And the concept that it's not acceptable under any circumstance is absolutely ridiculous. Like, for example, it should be acceptable if it's newsworthy. If you talk about Joe Rogan using the N-word, and you want to talk about that, you should be able to say it. because it's newsworthy. If it's within the idea of singing a rap song, because you're a fan of that particular rapper and you legitimately like the music and you want to sing the lyrics, you should be able to say it. So there are many circumstances where context should matter. In fact, I don't know of any other word where context just simply doesn't matter. Like, imagine if I were to say Jesus Christ, and people should automatically assume that I'm religious, right? And I'm not saying it as an expression that I've heard other people say, which translates into shock, into awe, like I'm aghast, like Jesus Christ. No one would say, oh, so you can't be an atheist because you said Jesus Christ. Clearly you must believe in Jesus. Right? It doesn't work that way. Like, context is very important in human communication, but this is an American thing which started from the United States and is now being imported into the rest of Europe. And if you want to use social media, you have to follow the terms of service. What can we do, right? So, anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.